Welcome to the double dusted discussion. Your boy, the South Bouse, Big Lynch, and Donnie Duckets. I've said it before on this discussion, and I'll discuss it again. I always imagined that if you went back in time to like early 90s, McDonald's would just hit better. Factually, it does. I know they've changed the recipe for their fries and stuff, but if you went back even further to the 70s, I think it tastes even better. And I didn't know this. I did know this. We spoke about it. It never really hit me that Taco Bell started in the 60s.
The 60s.
So different back then?
And I'm sure if you went back,
For sure.
if you went back to Taco Bell in the 60s,
That was like grass-fed fucking free-range organic beef.
Do you think they had the taco like gun, like the taco meat
exactly.
distributor?
There was no taco gun. Yeah. See, that's the thing. Burgers at McDonald's come out of drawers, and Taco Bell meat comes out of guns.
They were
like a
also
caulking
smoking
gun.
cigarettes at the grill, though, for sure.
Yeah, there was definitely cigarette ash on the grill, but somehow I feel like there was less carcinogens in the food.
Yeah, it was more authentic.
Yeah,
You know?
100%.
Taco Bell was probably, I'm going to make this up, probably just a guy making tacos. That was just the place where you went where there was a guy making tacos.
And then some enterprising businessman came along and was like, I'll buy your taco shop. And then now we have never-ending tacos.
Now we have Doritos Locos tacos.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah, exactly.
Soon to be Sun Chip tacos.
But small things stopping, big things popping. TikTok, Taco Bell rolling back the clock. August 15th. They're not paying me, by the way, so fuck this fucking dog food. No, shout out to them. They sent me an Xbox 6 years ago. But they're bringing back fan favorite menu items from the 60s, which is interesting because they're like fan favorite. What fan? My grandpa? He's dead.
It's all one
Is it
big
like-
strategy to be like, oh, food prices are really expensive. Let's get nostalgic with it right now. Let's pretend. Let's keep the prices high, but we'll put a nod to the past so everyone feels like they're getting a sick deal on their old food.
So everyone feels like they're eating food for a change.
Yeah.
But this is what's hilarious about Taco Bell bringing back their 60s items. They're just like, yo, we're bringing back our menu like it was in the 60s. Everyone's like, what? They're like, yeah, now we got taco and burrito.
Well, it's every decade. It's the
Like
60s to the 2000s.
quesadilla wasn't even there though, you know? Like they weren't even, it wasn't, when was quesadilla? When do you think Taco Bell had a crunch?
You could actually see when things got fucking crazy in the fast food game is in the 90s, like our era. Because like 60s is tostada. That's just like regular.
That's regular, exactly.
70s is the green burrito. It's like, okay, cool. Like that's pretty normal.
It's filled with beans, onions, cheese, and the green sauce made with green chili. That's probably why it's the green.
And then the Mexi melt, that they're kind of 80s.
the
Everyone's on
Mexi
Coke
melt.
and they're like, yeah, what can we do now? You know,
They're like,
Yeah,
what's that
yeah.
shit that we ate when we were on that Coke run in Tijuana?
yeah, there's nothing really to it. It's just like pico de gallo, 3 cheese blend with mozzarella, cheddar, and Monterey Jack melted with a beef and a tortilla.
Yeah, you like to take a peek at a guy, eh, Lynch?
He does like to take a peek at a guy on this guy.
But in the 90s, they're like, shit got crazy. They're like, what about the beef gordita supreme? That's a lot.
Yeah.
Like, adding the word
Yeah.
supreme is crazy. They're like, supreme? This shit's supreme now. Don't you get it? We're the 90s. Shit is supreme. Big colors, big fonts. Shit is fucking crazy.
But wait, but Donnie's culture. Tell us why. Is,
Spanish
gordita
is Spanish
Yeah.
is savage like that because gordita. It's like as if we called a taco like the tiny fat chick. Like, give me a tiny fat chick with cheese.
Nice.
That's if I ever committed to the Epic Mealtime restaurant. Can I get a double wide thick bitch leg spread over easy, drizzled with some of the sauce.
And cat ear headphones.
But this beef gordita supreme, that's when they were coming in. You're right. Dropping supreme is they were playing a whole new game then.
Yeah, exactly.
They're like, yo, what are we doing? We're calling this shit green burrito. We got guys out there calling their thing a Whopper.
Yeah.
A Whopper and a Big Mac.
Flame
Come on.
broiled,
Let's
boy.
get crazy. And someone was like, Supreme. Every
Supreme,
item.
baby.
You get a taco Supreme. You get your burrito Supreme. You get a fucking beef gordita Supreme.
I don't know why I'm picturing Ben Stiller from like a 90s movie right now. We're in a
Oh, I
suit.
like that better. I was
just-
picturing the guy in RoboCop.
Okay,
that's
yeah, yeah.
Coke party,
Which
but
one?
I like Ben Stiller. The guy that's he's like partying with all these girls doing blow. He was the competing. You haven't seen RoboCop in decades, eh?
Yeah. You gotta
Well,
check
like
that
we're
out.
talking originals.
Yeah, like original RoboCop 1. If you go
Classic.
back, you're gonna go back and be like, oh, there's this whole spy, but what's it called when you're
Subplot?
spying on a different company, like
Espionage?
Corporate espionage.
corporate espionage is exactly what I'm looking for. There's a whole like B plot of corporate espionage and tied to the funding of the police through the mayor that when you were a kid you didn't give a fuck about.
Yeah.
But if you go, anyways, one of the guys does a lot of coke, which you never really even thought about either. The guy had powder on his nose. I never thought a thing about it or anything.
No, I'm thinking of Ben Stiller from Reality Bites.
Reality
Bites. That's not the Ben Stiller I was going for. But
Oh,
I'll
okay.
take it.
You're going from heavyweights?
At this point now,
from heavyweights, now we're lost. Yeah.
No, yeah. But you took us to a place that I wasn't expecting. I'm just like, you know what? At this point, I'm going Timothée Chalamet. That's who's playing this role. So Timothée Chalamet fucking sniffed a fat line, bro. Yeah, and he was like beef gordita supreme, and
the 2000s they've elevated it though. I like this 2000s call here. I kind of want this right now.
What?
This was the best looking thing on the menu currently for me at this moment. It was the caramel apple empanada, and it's just like it was like a hot pocket, but caramel apple. And I when I saw these pictures of the items, I was like, that's the one I want.
That's for me too.
I want that. I want that sweet 2004 WWE WrestleMania shit. I think it still had the F back then.
Oh,
that's some fucking OG shit. OG shit. And you know what's funny? I go to Taco Bell. And all like early Epic Mealtime, even leading up to Epic Mealtime, I was for sure pulling up like beef gordita supreme. I was definitely always like a Crunchwrap Supreme.
Are you feeling nostalgic right now?
You can get the Supreme. You can get the Supreme fries. You can get the Supreme fries at Taco Bell. And I always got only at Montreal. In Montreal, you can get it. Not every Taco Bell had the fries Supreme, but I liked messing with all the Supreme stuff, and I did all these moves. But then I narrowed it down. Unless there's like a sexy box going on, and Taco Bell always is like 440. I saw a tweet. It was really accurate. It was like Taco Bell is like $4.99 for a taco or $6.99 for 5 tacos.
Yeah.
And like, that's really what it comes down to is you want Taco Bell, you seeing something, you got to hit up someone, be like, yo, you want to come to Taco Bell with me? Go in on a box.
Gotta be a team effort.
You're pretty much just paying an entrance fee and the food is free.
I hate that kind of pricing. It's like that DQ meal.
Yeah,
I got
the Blizzard.
$7.99 for the Blizzard, and like actually it's $8.34 for a medium, and it's $9 for a large. And you're like, oh, dude, come on.
I've done so much research hitting up Taco Bells, and I've loved items along the way. But really, what it comes down to is when I pull up to Taco Bell, chalupa. The chalupa's the best. Supreme, by the way.
Chalupa.
It's just a taco.
I hardly know a.
It's just yeah. You'd love to chalup him, wouldn't you? But it's like just like a donut taco shell, basically. It's like a fried taco shell. And then you see the beef gordita is pretty chill, but beef gordita's phased out because like I always got the cheesy gordita crunch. And that's a beef gordita with a crunchy hard shell taco glued to the outside with cheese. I get these two items, I'm good. Crunchwrap Supreme back in the day was great. These fucking idiots don't know how to make that shit anymore. That's a difficult item to make. That's a difficult one. People mess that up. You know how easy it is to have a sour cream glop left at the bottom because everything like went and sunk down or they didn't pack it up properly.
You need fucking a mirror in the kitchen to pull that off.
Yeah.
That would actually be a great
distribution.
That's what I'm
Remind
looking
me to
forward
tell
to.
you about something about a mirror.
That's what I'm looking forward to in the future is when we have the technology to just clone millions of Amirs and just actually make their life assignment working in fast food kitchens. This is actually a perfect plan.
This
like
is happening, Donnie. There's going to be it will be a cloned Amir. It'll be AI.
No, but I'm just saying, like, like Gattaca,
this.
like we can breed Amir fast food chefs and just kind of put them out there.
It'll be robots.
And
if Amir had a duplicate, by the way, everyone listening, we're talking about Amir, chef of Epic Mealtime, a psychopath. If like Amir had a duplicate, and I
friend
went
of the
to
podcast, though.
And I went to best friend of the podcast. If Amir had a duplicate, and I went over to go I was like, yeah, we're going to a movie or whatever.
It's too much.
And Amir came out. I'd be like, Tom, bro, get your ass back in there. I'm chilling with your duplicate. I can't deal with you. Your duplicate does not have half as many vices as you do.
Yeah.
No, his duplicate would just be. His duplicate would like tuck him into bed with a baggie, pull the blanket up, and be like, "Lay here. I'm gonna go watch the movie. I'll tell you all about it."
Yeah.
And he'd be like, "But," he'd put a glass in his hand and be like, "Shh."
Have some vodka Red Bull. I heated it up for you under my armpit.
Amir hit me up. It was it's so crazy. We got into a little fight. He and I. He hit me up to go see Alien Romulus. Loves Alien Romulus. He's been talking about it. Like when Alien.
What did he give it a 10 on? Did he give it a 10 on 10, or what was his?
Less, but he saw it 3 times.
Sorry, 10 out of 10. Apologies.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, 10 out of 10. But he I give it a 9 out of 10. He didn't score it, but he didn't give it a 10 out of 10. But he's seen it 3 times, so I think he's happy. But he, I went to go pick him up, and he was walking on a street as I was driving up, and I don't know what inspired it, but he pulled out the cut sleeves. He had cut sleeves.
But hold on, is this skinny Amir? Like, is this nighttime bike time Amir, or is this big shot Amir? Like, I'm ordering 3 pizzas.
This Amir makes you look like Skinny Lynch right now.
Damn, that's wow, that's wild.
It's a savage Amir.
For context, I'm a rather large Lynch right now.
Big Lynch.
I'm bigger Lynch right now.
Yeah, you're bigger Lynch, bro. Yeah. Like, you're not the biggest guy on the podcast. Don't think that for a second, dude. Don't think that for a second.
You are the gayest, though.
Hold my beer. So
what kind of shirt? What kind of like cut off sleeve shirt was he? Like he cut the sleeves off, or he bought this
it had a graphic on it, an elaborate graphic.
Oh God,
which I know was probably sick. And this is crazy, but like I couldn't look at him, so I didn't. I don't know what the graphic was, but because this is where we got into the beef. Not yet. He had the cut sleeve shirt. That was just something to take in. Because he has Amir has a huge Atari tattoo on his arm. And and on the other side is this like shark. But it's like a beautiful shark.
Yeah,
it's not vicious.
Shark.
The shark has very strong dolphin vibes.
Yeah.
So
it's like as if you put a smiley face on it almost. You know?
Yeah. I always liked his tattoos, but I think when he got them, people gave him a hard time in the early days, so he's always had a resentment towards
tattoos
them.
Meant more back then, though. It was much more of a statement when he got tattoos than
it's
nowadays. It's the norm.
That shark is a statement for sure.
when you're like Mir's friends, like you're like 18, and he gets a tattoo, and someone else who's 18 who maybe wanted a tattoo is instantly going to be like, your tattoo sucks, dude. I can't believe you. That's on you forever. Oh my God. All of a sudden I care about forever now because you have a tattoo and I'm going to talk about forever. But so I know he got a lot of hate for his tattoo, but I always thought they were sick, but it's still a lot. Huge Atari tattoo, huge gay shark, like majestic dolphin vibes.
Yeah.
And
rabbit dolphin.
So he's sleeveless.
Cool.
He's sleeveless. The tattoos are out. And you guys are going to Alien, or you're picking him up?
He's got cargo. I'm picking him up to go to Alien. He's got cargo shorts on, and the cargos are being used. I see they're baggy.
They're full of food.
Yeah, they're like weighing the shorts down.
Gotta respect it though. Not many people are actually using the cargo shorts for their intended purposes.
Yeah,
so.
I noticed he gelled his hair.
Love
and
gelled
he
hair.
gets
Amir.
Like he has with him an Alien rifle.
Oh no!
Like the Marine rifle,
like the
from
full
Alien.
size one,
not the one that you are referring to, Donnie. Donnie hates it because one time Amir got an Alien pulse rifle, which is a big military green and black
full
rifle.
scale rifle,
and it was during COVID, and he was filming a little Instagram video, and he was wearing a mask like Donnie, and he was moving through his building with like what looks like a very big scary rifle. So
he was hunting for aliens or what?
Yeah, he was like alien hunting in the fire escape, running up and down his building, and I was like, my dude, you're gonna actually give someone a fucking heart attack like that.
Well, anything for content, dude.
So he had his Nerf version. He has a Nerf one, but it's still a very huge pulse rifle.
What's the utility for that for the movie? He's like a 10-year-old.
That's what I'm saying, bro.
Like he's like a 9 years old going to the movie.
I'm pissed off already. It's not even opening night. Like it's like Sunday at 10 p.m. and he gets in the car, and it smells very strong of cologne. And I was like, oh, what's going on here? And he was like, yalla, it's movie night.
Yeah.
He's like, late night movie night, Alien release. And I was like, what are you envisioning is happening at the movie theater right now?
He's like Charlie, dude.
You're going to pull up to Alien Romulus like a week after it came out, like 11 p.m. on a school night with a gigantic toy pulse rifle, your hair gelled, cut sleeves, and everyone's gonna start clapping when you bust out the pulse rifle? Is that what, like, what do you, no one's gonna be there. No one's gonna be there. We get there, and this is where we had the thing where I was like, Amir, I was like, leave the pulse rifle in the car.
Yeah.
And he's like, well, I was like, Amir, I'm like, I'm not going to the theater. I don't want, like, I'm not trying to kill your vibe. If you want to bring in the pulse rifle, then you go, but don't stand there and I'm coming in 5 minutes later. Or I'll go in and you wait, smoke a joint or something. You know, I'm not going in with the pulse rifle. And he was like, oh, you're scared. I don't even know what he was saying. I wasn't listening at all. I was like, I'm not going in with the big toy gun.
Yeah.
We're not doing that. We're not 40 years old, cut sleeves, fucking smelling like cool water.
Sounds like you guys are.
And the
Sounds
pulse
like that is
rifle.
who you guys are.
Yeah, exactly.
I'm pulling up and I'm like, this is my boyfriend and I groomed him.
Yeah. This is like the reality you're facing right now.
But yeah, we saw Alien Romulus and it was sick. I liked it a lot. It's a cool movie.
You either die a sauce boss or you live long enough to be a fat with a Nerf gun at a movie.
Hey.
Please beep out just the word. Because I want a t-shirt.
Is there any
So
other,
anyways, yeah,
that was-
caramel apple empanada, Taco Bell. They're bringing it.
is there any other is there any food you are nostalgic for? Like any old school? I was trying to think of it and it was like nothing really that I can think of from
You mean
fast
like a
food
thing that I
perspective.
could buy
Like
buy?
a fast food item that you're like, I wish they still had this, other than the actual food they were making.
So
back
you
then.
don't
And
have
the
a-
prices
You don't have a big.
I don't miss the food. I miss the flavor
and the
of
prices,
the real
yeah.
food. Yeah, and the
You
prices.
don't have a big arch on you right now, Lynch.
I was gonna get one, but
You're
But
like,
you-
these
instead
guys
you
are gonna
got
be
two.
here an hour and a half late.
yeah, I was like, I was prepared for the latest one.
Yeah, instead you got two. Instead you got two.
Yeah, no.
The big arch, yes.
I don't like the cheese on the big arch. That's the problem. I'm looking at
Well,
it.
you
and
had
it's
it
pissing
already?
me off. No, I was at a McDonald's drive-thru recently. Like yesterday.
You just see him, what's up? You're
And I
like,
was-
can I help you? Or like, no, just look it in there.
Yeah.
They're pushing
Sure.
big. They're pushing
guys
heavy
good?
big arch.
Cool.
Yeah, pushing heavy big arch, and
You go to the drive-thru and you skip the thing and you pull up right to the window and they're like, yo, what up, Big Lynch? And they dap you up.
They give you
there
a
is.
coffee that says
I do
Justin
choose
on
my
it.
McDonald's wise. I'm discriminatory.
And then
when
you
it comes
pull
to what
away and the
McDonald's I go
the
to.
guy's like, yo, you know Epic Mealtime? Everyone's like, no. There's like a 40-year-old guy there that's like, yeah. And he's like, yo, that guy's the writer.
I discriminate against McDonald's though. Like, there's only one McDonald's I'll go to.
Yeah,
in
you
my
go and
neighborhood.
you see the color of the people working there, and then you
No, no,
discriminate
no, no,
against
no.
the McDonald's.
Not all
Yeah.
McDonald's are created equal. That's a reality. Not every A&W is created equal. I
I
have
bet
my
there's
favorites.
a crazy correlation between the people working there, actually, if we did a study. If we deep dive on the ones you like.
I
Some
think
of
it's- no. I
You're
think
doing
it's
some
the
code. You're fucking hard coding some shit right now. You're encrypting some message, some dog whistle right now. It's weird, dude.
I've been to the Wendy's that used to be the hype Wendy's in your neighborhood recently, and I'll never go back to that Wendy's ever again. In your old
Since they
neighborhood.
changed it?
Since they made it look better, it's gotten worse. Like there were so many
it is.
flies
It does not look
hanging out in
good.
that Wendy's. and
Yeah,
I'm like,
that was a bait.
It's
You
the
weren't
owners.
eating there. Did you eat there with me, or did
I
you
did. We all
meet
went
me there?
together. We all
Yeah,
ate there.
that
and
was
I
that was
really
the
mad
worst
about it.
Wendy's experience ever. And Wendy's is, for me, has always been one of the most consistent things in Canada.
Yeah.
Yeah, but whenever people ask me, well, "Oh, am I nostalgic about a thing?" I always said the Arch Deluxe. So now the big Arch is here,
Doesn't look like that.
and what?
Doesn't like what's with the white cheese though?
Yeah, they just
I
call
think
it
the Arch Deluxe. I think the Arch Deluxe had a white cheese. It had a fancy cheese. The whole thing was made by like a chef.
Yeah.
The commercials had some guy
But they
with
didn't.
like the white
They
hat
dropped
on.
the
He was like,
deluxe.
"Ugh."
No, it has yellow. It has like a kind of a hybrid cheese. Like, no, it looks like yellow cheese here. I'm looking at this old ad. I
Would
don't
you
know.
rather someone has a gun to the tip of your dick and they're like, you better answer with your heart.
Okay, yeah, sure.
And you're like, and they're like, would you rather the Arch Deluxe,
Mm-hmm.
the Big Arch,
Mm-hmm.
the Arch Limited, or the Arch Supreme?
Arch Deluxe.
They just shot your dick head off. You lost. Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I had to pick Supreme. I think Deluxe and Supreme.
No.
They shoot your balls off too.
I think I like the word Deluxe over Supreme when it comes to describing my food.
If you chose Big Arch, though, he sucks you off.
Yeah, I was going
Nah,
Big Arch.
Big Arch,
so
you're getting-
I
Yeah,
just
You get those
yeah.
new. You're getting those new McDonald's buns, which I had one, and I'm like, oh, these buns are different. They have
Are they
implemented
better?
the
They're doing brioche.
the
it was
shrink
just
plated
it had
bun.
a different texture from like a regular McDonald's bun, and I couldn't tell if I liked it or not. I need to do
DEI.
some more market research.
DEI fucking up my burgers now.
I don't know about that. It's more like profit margins are down.
Yeah, you don't know about
Ozempic
that.
is
Let me lift the veil.
Ozempic is literally destroying McDonald's for all of us now.
Ozempic's very expensive. You know that?
No, I know that, but it's
you know what they said?
Correlated to
they were like,
yo, we
cheaper. They're like, yo, we go. No, they were like, yeah, it's cheaper than everyone being fat though.
It is.
And then they dropped the mic.
Yeah,
and whacked off furiously.
And then they invested their
right
profit
now.
in foods.
You know,
Ozempic's killing McDonald's.
Like their stock is way down right now. Like McDonald's usually kills it at all times, and there's a good chance that there's a direct correlation to the growth of Ozempic, which people take Ozempic from what I understand is like you don't want to eat, like you actually feel like you want to vomit when food is going down, and so think about all these. You know,
I always see that. I always hear that. I'm like, I'll beat that, bro. You don't I'll take Ozempic and eat, bro.
It always makes me think of Clockwork Orange, like so that like you have a panic attack when you get horny. It's like you want to puke when it's time to eat. I'm like, cool. This is a fucking psyop from. I'm not even gonna.
They're gonna create companion
annoying.
menus at McDonald's for Ozempic for sure. That's coming in the next like 6 months.
Like Ozempic activated.
They already did
food.
that. They already created companion meals you can buy. Like,
Ozempic Mac.
Yeah, it's like Ozempic. It's basically just like branding food to be like, this is Ozempic good food. Now you could buy like low calorie.
Ozempic's a needle.
Yeah.
Anything? Can you snort anything? Because the doctor would be like, "Oh yeah, take this and snort 3 lines of this before bed." Is there anything?
Probably
like
the
that?
worst way to ingest your drugs.
Right, I don't know about that.
Unless you're,
I don't know about that, dude. Trust me.
Yeah. You
Bro,
think you're.
I put enough stuff in the nose to keep all the horses awake. No horse is going to sleep when I'm partying, dude.
You know what?
Workshopping.
You know what Taco Bell should have done with this nostalgic menu?
What?
They should have created an entire streaming service about it, and maybe a couple TV shows about the green burrito.
Oh no, who's doing this? Oh no, I know. Big segue. Who's doing that? Is someone doing that?
I would watch the caramel apple empanada movie. Why not?
Movie.
Voiced by the Sauce Boss and
no, but that actually seriously, like, yeah, let's get to it. What are you talking about? There's a fast food streaming service dropping.
Chick-fil-A is doing big moves right now.
Like
I saw have you seen their budget?
You can subscribe to Chick-fil-A Plus monthly.
Chick-fil-A has entered the streaming wars, or they're going to enter the streaming wars, and they're going big.
What's the content though? Are they making their own content like the NRA?
Reality shows.
Just reality shows about chicken.
Do you know how much their budgets? You know what they've committed per half hour reality unscripted?
What?
$400,000 per half hour. That's the budgets we're talking here. So
who are they paying this to though? It's not going to be the fucking participants.
Bro, they hired Hollywood producers. They're ready to go.
Not $400,000 per half hour is the budget. I feel like that's not good.
For unscripted.
I feel like that's like the low end.
I mean,
like Epic Meal Empire was like 200, and that was like fucking 10 years ago.
200 per half hour.
But right now,
yeah.
Right now,
you like literally pay for everything. You pay for like a fireman to come stand there anytime anyone's turning on the ovens. Like it doesn't end up going that far,
right?
But
it goes far for some episodes because they budget. They spread the budget across.
People are going to be calling in some favors though. They're going to be like, I know a guy who knows a guy. Trust me, dude. You want to get in on the ground floor? This is the Chick-fil-A streaming service. If this shit pops off, we will rent every single jet ski you have for every episode of this show.
Why haven't we been called about this yet? It's such bullshit, dude. Is it because we're...
Yeah, but Chick-fil-A... Stouffer's called us either.
Chick-fil-A. What's it called, though? What's it going to be called? That's big. They're saving that for another press release.
That's another release. Yeah.
The only thing I'm seeing this year, the only thing they really got going is this includes a family-friendly game show.
Well, they are.
Honestly, if you said the Chick-fil-A streaming service, I would be like, it's going to have game shows. And like, I got to say, I think game shows are desperately waiting for a new type of game show to come that people would be like, this is game shows. This is game shows need like a Citizen Kane moment. They need a moment to really, because game shows
like
haven't
Running
been
Man
it.
style. Like they put together like a Running Man.
Something like so like the closest thing we have to like game shows now that are like, you know, like Survivor is a game show, right? It's a reality show also, but there's got to be a form.
Remember the
Running Man.
polygraph?
Yeah.
Remember the
take
polygraph
prisoners
show?
and let them go out and try and fight to the death to get out of prison.
I actually remember watching that polygraph show where they would like fucking do lie detector tests on people in front of their partner and like fucking ruin lives.
I have to get this thought out though. On the topic of a Running Man show, if it was produced today, produced by David Dobrik.
Oh man, yeah. Oh, that's such a good call. You would do that. No, they should like it's like back in the day, the people were getting like plastic surgery.
Produced by Dana White.
What was that? The Swan? What was that show? The Swan? What were they doing?
I didn't see that. No.
There's a show where they were giving people full like plastic surgery to make them look good. I don't know how you want. I can't remember what the reasoning was. Other than they like took some ugly people and they're like, "Yo, we're gonna make a reality show."
Shows are bad enough.
Well, they had that show. Oh, you fucked the trash man or whatever. Joe Millionaire? No, Joe Nobody. Do you know what I'm talking about?
Yeah, I know exactly.
It was like
fuck the trash man.
Yeah, it was like a show where they thought he was it was like who is gonna marry a millionaire or something, and the girls were all, they wanted him and they thought he was so rich because he was like a tall, handsome guy and he's rich. And then on the last episode, he was like, "I'm a garbage man." And then they're all like, "Oh."
From Idaho.
What's crazy about that? What's funny about that is just like, yeah, okay, so what? It's like this tall, handsome guy who you have a connection with, and he has a job. I don't think those girls knew how low the bar was gonna go.
Yeah, they're like, he has a unionized city job with a pension, job security. He has to work outside.
No, he works at like he's like a crossing guard.
Now the bar is like, yo, he hit his ex, yes, but there was some shit going on. You should hear his side of the story.
Yeah, just so I said, the Swan here, most early 2000 show ever. They took self-proclaimed ugly ducklings, who over the course of 3 months, they had an extreme makeover, which included going to a therapist, personal trainer, dentist, cosmetic surgeons, and whoever ended up being the hottest at the end won the show.
The hottest or the biggest.
They do like a beauty pageant. It's like whoever wins the beauty pageant at the end after their full 3-month transformation. That is the most 2004 thing ever.
How good would it be to sign up for that though? When you're like some trashy girl that thinks she's so ugly, it's like, what a great idea. But just knowing how TV's made, you just know it's not as chill as it sounds. No,
sure.
It's also just the time that you're looking at it and you're like, okay, you guys did not try hard enough to find ugly women. You literally just found women. There's not like every single woman here, and then their big change looks like their picture taken at work and then their picture at their son's wedding. So it's not even like crazy.
You heard it here first. Like Chick-fil-A is doing show. They're bringing back 2004 type shows. Hopefully, you know.
Yeah, they're gonna be like tying people down and slamming frozen chickens on their ball sacks.
In Running Man, who's the guy on this? What's the guy's name who's on the skates? Hit the the hockey. Like one of the guys he has to battle.
Yeah, that's
the fuck is that guy's
Sub-Zero.
name? Sub-Zero.
Now Plane Zero. Such a bad line too.
Yeah. Arnold's on fire in that movie, man. He has so many lines.
The new Running Man. The new Running Man's the guy from Top Gun.
That guy's literally on fire.
Tom Cruise.
No.
I like that guy a lot, but I was watching a Netflix movie with him and I stopped watching it.
Yeah, The Hitman.
Yeah, wasn't. It was almost good, and he was doing a lot of carrying, and it got to a point where I was like, you know what? I'm exhausted watching this guy carry this movie. And then I watched a little bit of Donnie Yen called Enter the Fat Dragon, and he's just like a super cop that's so sick, but then he gets fat.
That's sick.
Yeah, and then he's fat, and he's still pretty sick though.
I did some research on wetlands and saw a lot of disgusted people out there talking about that movie.
Yeah, that was the movie I recommended last weekend. I did say it was disgusting, didn't I?
Yeah. No, you mentioned it, but I was like, how does this movie actually look? And I went and watched a couple of scenes, and I was like, holy fuck.
Oh, yeah. So, that'd be a bad way to consume it. Because, like, when I watched it, the first 30 minutes, I was disgusted and hated the main character. And when the movie ended, I was like, wow, that was very good.
Yeah.
And cute.
I am down to see it.
Cutest movie about ass bleeding.
Yeah.
Literally, but you're never gonna find a cuter movie about ass bleeding than that.
So I shouldn't pop this movie on with my in-laws.
Yeah, they're chill. Your in-laws, they'd be chill.
You think it'd be a good time to watch that?
They're gonna look away from the screen, but like, yeah. I don't think you're brave. I don't think you're brave enough for that, dude.
Well, you know what? I'm entering.
I don't think you've garnered enough social capital. I don't think you've garnered enough social capital.
I don't think you know what's going on, bro. There's big shit going on in my life right now. Huge. Oh yeah, huge things. Yeah, I've actually like
the big arch.
I'm exiting like a 15-year
big arch and a Big Mac.
I'm exiting a 15-year karmic cycle right now. Like it's a big deal.
I can't tell. I saw that. There's nothing more Capricorn to me. And guys, I'm so sorry to everyone. Yeah, exactly, Donnie, not just you, everyone. It's like there's nothing more Capricorn than having a grudge or something held since 2008.
Listen, Pluto is retrograding one more time into my world, and that's it, dude. Big change. By the way, coming.
Everyone listening, if you're like, oh, I hate this shit. Yeah, just try and take a couple buzzwords here, use it in conversation on your dating apps. You're gonna lock it in big time. Trust me, boy. Keep it serious.
Oh, you know about that. You know how my whole life's changing soon.
Yeah, you're exiting a karmic cycle since 2008. Since 2008.
I was wondering what's going on with me. Like, what's been happening? Like,
I saw that, and I was like, dude, 2008 to him. That's where he's like, yep, something has been fucking up since 2008.
Yeah, that's right. And I'm pretty happy to get Pluto out of my life. Pluto's leaving, dude. Not coming back in my life or my kid's life. That's it.
If you think your karmic cycle was bad since 2008, like, trust me, I was there for it. I felt it too. I am so excited for you to end that karmic cycle. I can't wait to see what kind of karmic antics you're about to get up to now.
Well, I got to get through September still, all the way through to November. I think I have Pluto is going to retrograde back into my sphere for a bit.
That's how many months it takes for Pluto to retrograde?
It's happening, and then after that, it's done.
And then the planet's going to fuck off for a little bit?
I'm not seeing Pluto again in my lifetime.
So Pluto just fucks you up like that. Pluto's the one that gets you?
Listen, yeah, Capricorn, strong sign, dude. Very strong sign.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Even when wrong, it's strong.
That's true.
Look, Capricorns, bro, like, trust me, dude.
Forget Capricorns. I know. Let's talk
Cancer,
about the rebrand.
Trust me. What's the rebrand?
The rebrand is that we're on episode 97 now?
Yeah, we're gonna hold off till episode 150, maybe. We're thinking. I don't know.
Yeah, we're thinking 150. We're gonna do it's gonna be the reboot.
Yeah.
We're in the Vegeta reboot.
The next one. Next podcast.
150.
I actually thought about getting a dog that looks exactly like Touchdown. But for everyone listening, my first dog when I was a child, and I want to name him Reboot.
What was the dog's name in Reboot? Enzo was the boy, and he always had that dog.
Yeah, Enzo. Bob
Frisket.
Frisket. Fucking nailed it. Frisket. Yep. And I wasn't going to get that. I was going to go through. I was like, hexadecimal, megabyte.
Yeah. Like alphanumeric.
Well, Reboot was like a chill show. And then one time I didn't see it anymore. It was not there anymore. And then I, 8 years later, came home stoned and turned on the TV and Reboot was on. But Bob wasn't there anymore, and Enzo was jacked with a beard and a scar on his face. I think
that's just an episode where he's in a sim of some kind.
No, it was the
later
the show.
I remember that.
Reboot a YTV special. That was a YTV show, right?
Yeah.
Well,
but it was on YTV for us.
No, but I think it was a Canadian thing. I have a feeling. But I always think about the Power Rangers.
Yeah.
How Saban, the company, was going under, but they needed to get a show out there to have a shot at maybe just making something work. And they bought the rights to this show in Japan that was canceled called Super Sentai or something. And they took all the action shots, all the Zords fighting the kaiju shots, and he just filmed with American teens a bunch of other scenes to fill out the episode. But the most expensive parts were just Japanese footage, which makes so much sense looking back on it. But then when the show was a success, there was no more Super Sentai to pull from. But there was such a trend of shows like that in Japan that they started just buying up other shows. So that's why they came out with like Power Rangers VR and Power Rangers Dino Force.
So they could just like slightly change the suits.
Entirely different shows. Like entirely different.
When we do that, we can do that for Epic Mealtime. Start buying Japanese shows and start cutting together new ones.
And I'm like, oh, look at me sitting here with my big Japanese dick about to cut up this who?
I do have a big Pizza Hut story for you. I don't know if you know this. And it ties into an experience in my life that taught me a very valuable lesson. I haven't really been
keeping my finger on the pulse of the Pizza Hut.
Pizza Hut's been in the news big time. What do you mean? All you can eat pizza, all you can eat pizza buffets back. People
we had someone commented that they got a Pizza Hut buffet.
Yeah,
someone commented. Who said that? Who was it?
Who was it?
Shout out to you. Hey, you. Shout out to you.
Someone also said that they go in Australia. They get free glass cups from McDonald's while we're paying $3 for that shit. Americans get free? Plastic. We pay $3. Australia, free. Included with the meal.
No.
So, shout out to them.
Yeah, shout out to Pizza Hut. What's up?
What's the local Australia? Not to go off on this, but I wonder what does McDonald's serve locally in Australia? Like, what's their call to action there? Like, what do you think it is? Like, what's a local
real Australian Big Mac?
Italy, you're getting a spaghetti. You know,
you got a spaghetti in Italy?
You know what?
You do get a spaghetti in Italy.
You get a spaghetti in the Philippines.
McGetty.
A McGetty, and fucking Al Dante is getting a cut of that shit. You know he's wetting his beak.
Al Dante.
You know he's all tied up in there. I fucking got an email from Jimmy. He said he actually was the one who put in the original fucking
Jimmy's
recipe.
Jimmy's dad died in a helicopter crash.
That's what they want you to think.
All the way to Epstein Island.
Yeah, and Alan Dante, That's the
Alan Dante he's the one that's collecting all the checks on the fucking Dante family recipe, but there's a conspiracy that I've unearthed here.
They would never they would never allow Al.
This is crazy. Dante. By the way, McDonald's. on the topic of fucking Australian McDonald's.
Yeah, what they got going on?
First off, a lot of them, not all of them, have changed their names to Maccas because that's what they call it there.
Oh so
it's written like McDonald's, and
like
a bunch of them have Maccas. Yeah, like how we call it McDo.
McDo,
yeah.
Mickey D's, yeah.
Mickey D's elsewhere, McDo. Apparently there's way less sugar in the buns. Yeah. And the ingredients for the beef tastes way better. They got a Big Mac. Okay. I'll read the ones that I don't recognize. McFeast. You already got me curious, motherfucker.
McFeast.
The McFeast. Let me get 6 McFeasts, 6 grass-fed beef burgers. That's one. And 6 spicy chicken clubhouse with extra clubhouse.
Remember I was saying I hate the word meal?
Yeah, it's not epic of you, bro.
I think feast fixes that.
What are you, Mr. Beast over here?
Epic feast time.
Yes, perfect. How about feast eater for our new podcast branding?
Feast Beasts. We're the Mr. Feast Beasts.
Mr. Beast.
Welcome to the feast.
Missed her feast. We missed her.
Okay. God.
So the McFeast, the triple cheeseburger, which you can get, but you don't see it on the menu. Double beef and bacon burger. The chicken and cheese. That's interesting. Ours don't come with cheese off the bat. So the chicken and cheese is a thing.
Yeah, it's like a special menu order.
I don't see, there is a McChicken there, okay. Spicy chicken clubhouse, which looks like it is a fried chicken patty, and it's lettuce tomato. Grass-fed beef burger, interesting. Barbecue bacon Angus, classic Angus. McVeggie and McVeggie Deluxe, and I like this, and I don't understand why McDonald's never did it. McDonald's, Big Brekkie Burger.
McDonald's?
Which is
like an egg
McDonald's. It's literally looks like a quarter pounder, but they're putting an egg patty, like the thing that you get with
okay, book our flights. We gotta go.
Right?
Yeah.
Right?
We gotta be there.
But either way, I don't know how recent this information is. What got switched?
Someone, I'm sure our friend will be commenting the exact menu for us.
But then they're also like that. They got gravy loaded fries, which is cool. But we murked that with the poutine. The McCafe was conceptualized and launched in Melbourne in 1993. So it's worldwide now, but that's where it started. They had the first McCafe. That's crazy interesting. McDonald's probably had some info like, yo, we can get coffee. No one's running coffee there. Let's fucking do that.
It's like some rogue, what do you call it?
Yeah, and you can
Some
get
rogue Ethiopian pirate ship that brought
like
the beans down.
People, no Ethiopian pirate ship is rogue. They're all a part of a concerted effort, planned and executed by you know who. You can get a warm slice of raisin toast and ham and cheese.
Oh,
a ham and cheese toasty.
You ruined it.
Raisin ham and cheese toasty.
I had such a good idea in my mind about it, and now you've completely ruined it with both things you just said there.
All their drinks are much smaller. Like a large is 1.3 liters in the US.
That's enough.
And it's absolutely. It's a lot. It's half the size. It's half the size in
that's that
in
nanny
Australia.
state shit.
Yep. And there's some really crazy ones, some really crazy looking McDonald's here. One that's like an orange glass box, like in the Sydney airport, and one is looking like a cafe. Like actually like a cafe that you would literally be walking in Italy and be like, oh, let's go in here because we're fucking stupid.
I had this big argument with this guy recently that I was playing golf with that I'm like not really friends with.
You're always having a big argument with guys, but you're never having an argument with big guys.
Well, he wasn't bigger than me, this guy.
Me and the rest of the big guys want to know what's up with that.
Well, he wasn't really great company on the golf course, to be totally honest. And I was kind of forced to be in this scenario. It was sort of like a maybe we can be friends type situation, you know? And I'm pretty easy going out there, but he said one of the dumbest things I've ever heard. I was like, what's he talking about? And they were like, they have family in Australia or something. And I was like, oh yeah, you don't want to fuck with kangaroos. And he's like, what are you talking about? Kangaroos, not deadly at all. I'm like, are you joking? Have you seen their tails? Have you seen their claws? Have you seen that guy punch that one when he had the dog by the neck? You know, that viral video where he's got in a headlock? Yeah. And they also they're like,
you're like, I've seen kangaroos on trend.
They're like, yo, what's up? That's how kangaroos are ready. They're like the old school boxers, you know? And have you seen their tail? Their tail is so strong. They actually like push it off the ground.
They could sit on it.
They claw at you. They have like crazy claws.
Yeah, no, they can rip your whole
stomach open.
They could comfortably sit like with their legs off the ground, only on the tail, and they comfortably sit like
right?
that.
Like they'll put their legs forward and rip open your stomach.
They can jump like 6 meters in distance.
Have you ever seen them stand?
If I could jump 6 meters in distance, bro, and I'm 2 meters away from you and I jump at you, I'm about to fuck you up.
Yeah, you're coming in.
And I can put my claws out when I do it.
They're also like, they stand like they're the most jacked dude ever. They're like, yo, do you even lift,
I've
bro?
seen those ones. Those ones are on trend.
They're like this. They look like they're on juice and they're like bashing their faces.
They only look like a guy.
The males.
They only look like a guy that's about to fight.
They look like they're fronting on you. Like they are.
They look like that Conor McGregor meme where he's like walking. Like that.
Yeah.
So. Tell me that's not one of the dumbest comments ever. I actually almost got a full blown argument with him. I was just like,
I started
sending videos.
What was he saying? He was like, a kangaroo's not going to hurt me, or is he
like, kangaroos?
I don't see kangaroos, bro.
Kangaroos would never hurt you. They're so nice. You know, they're not aggressive at all. I saw them on this golf course. He sees a kangaroo,
he'd walk right up to it.
He thinks you can go pet a kangaroo. Yeah, I'm like, bro, kangaroo will put you in a headlock and knock you out and rip your guts open with their fucking claws.
Kangaroo has no headlock abilities though.
It does.
Their shoulders are like practically touching.
No, they're ready for that. They're ready to get you in. Like they got you.
I don't
know if they have that elbow in move.
I don't think they can lock you in on the neck. But like once they got you there, he'll definitely box you and hit his head and shit.
Pop. Yeah.
Okay.
No. As long as you guys agree with me, then fuck that.
Any fight a kangaroo gets in, and not even just a kangaroo. Like, and I know all the memes, you know, and stuff like that. But like a lot of these animals, bro, if they do decide that it's a fight, and they're going to fight and they're going to stand their ground, in their head, they're all lizard brain, like to the death.
Yeah.
To the death. And I'm like, the whole time I would absolutely be like, oh, I don't want to kill a kangaroo.
You'd be like, how do I get it to the point where this just stops?
I hold down a kangaroo and you're like, do you give up?
Yeah, exactly.
Do you give up?
They're also
submit.
Tall.
And you box it again. You're like, submit.
The kangaroo is like taller than a lot of people. Like
dude, haven't you seen some of these like Shih Tzu dogs? Like you go up to them when they're eating their food and they decide to engage with you. They will like not just like snap at you, they'll like run at you.
Yeah.
They'll chase you in the next room. Like they're like some of these animals, they're like it's like chickens, dude. A chicken.
Yeah, kangaroo's ready to cut you up, put you in the pocket.
I saw a video of like a guy who was, I guess he was doing like cockfighting, and which is weird because that's not exactly what I typed into Google. But I saw this video of the guy, he had like his rooster there or whatever, and he like put it down. He was doing some, and the rooster like just did like a jumping flying kick thing at him, and sliced across his thigh, and just blood started gushing out. Shit was like a razor.
Cut like a serious artery,
like, and then it's like, oh yeah, a rooster could kill you.
Well, especially if they're doing cockfighting, he might have actually put a razor on the things.
Yeah, exactly. Exactly. And even like cats, like I can't.
Yeah, when cats go rogue, man.
A big cat's one of the scariest things to me.
They'll fuck you up for sure. But I'll never ever put my face like near a cat. You know. I've seen a girl on stream. She was holding her cat up, and she was like so cute. And it looks like the cat's chilling. The cat was just like, whoosh, and it like cut across her eye, and her eyeball started bleeding on stream.
Damn.
Oh God.
But just to close the loop on that Pizza Hut story, I know whoever is waiting to hear about that one.
Oh, we never even opened the loop up, eh?
I did. I opened the loop. I just never really got to it.
They're getting what they want. The Dust Bunnies are here for exactly this.
They put it. This is actually I really respect this because I've been recruited to be like back in the day when I was younger. I was like a heavy recruit for helping people
Pizza
move.
Hut Army,
like helping people move.
And the
Israeli Air Force. Like, let's call Big Lynch over. He's strong and he
goes to the gym.
He works out. He moves lots of weight. He's down to help us move.
Yeah.
And I once got tricked into a move. I
still get these.
That I didn't know about.
Who did this? No, tell me
you actually know who this is, but it's it was like peak. Also, I was like maybe like 19 years old, and someone's like, "Oh, you want to come chill? Like we're gonna go hang out, whatever." And I like show up, and it's just
they're
moving.
in a move.
It's like moving day. And I'm there, and I'm like, what the fuck? I was like, okay, I'm younger, so I'm like, whatever, I guess I'll help you. And like, I'm there, and we're like moving.
They got you in the 3-month period that it's like, fine, you help. You're like a 19-year-old. It's like, yeah, help your buddy move, I guess.
Yeah.
But anyways, yeah.
So I did it, and then my reward, like most rewards, is
pizza.
Here's a beer and some pizza.
I thought you were going to say pizza, and I was going to be like, hold up, where's the beer?
Yeah. So I was like, okay, I guess. And I remember I never spoke to this person ever again after this. I kind of did the move, and I knew as I got there, and I'm like,
what's next? You're going to drive him to the airport?
Yeah. He's done. Never again.
It's funny
I cut him off
completely
stuff. After that. And I did it, though. I helped him, but I cut him off.
And the whole time you're moving somebody's stuff, and you're like, this is the last time we will talk. As you're doing it,
that's exactly what I was. I'm like, I'm never gonna see this person again.
I remember people were like, I had a couple people like, yo, could you help me move? And I was like, no. And they're like, but you go. They're like, you go to the gym. And I was like, yeah, that's why I can't help you move.
Yeah,
right.
I don't want to injure myself.
Like I have literally like there's a select group of muscles that are important and they're fatigued on purpose. And tomorrow I have a new set of muscles I plan on fatiguing.
Yeah.
And I don't know when I'm going to do this, but I can only hurt I'm not.
Yeah. None of those muscles are my spine.
I'm not strong for you and your fucking dumb couch.
Well, Pizza Hut's decided.
However, when I got my my truck, that was a game changer. Because the early years of having my truck, people would be like, yo, can you help me move? I'd toss them my keys and I'd be like, fill the tank up when you bring it back. And hey, look at me. You're welcome. You're welcome.
Truck is
cool. Bro, truck's fucking big time, bro.
Yeah.
That's big time.
Yeah. Well, Pizza, they're also big time because they've launched a moving day invention.
And another thing about no, I'm kidding.
Basically, it's just another box to put underneath it so you can stand it up when you have you finish moving, you got nothing left. For whatever reason, pizza is the number one option. This has been proven.
So it's
like
a pizza box with legs.
Pizza Hut is so close to not making profit that they're like, who the fuck still buys Pizza Hut? And people were like, movers love pizza. So Pizza Hut's like, yeah, they probably eat it on the floor.
Dude, 9 out of 10 people.
Let's get the
movers
pizza
edition.
box that transforms into a table. And so like now it's like, what, dude? I got to get excited about the fucking box it comes in. I don't want another box here.
What's worse? What makes it worse is they did say one thing in this sort of press release story that got kind of like, I was like, you can't say this. How dare you? They're like, the box holding your pizza transforms into a miniature table, which I think is high. I'm down with this. So you can eat that floor pizza, which is true. When you're moving, you do end up eating in an empty house because it's a big thing to do, and you end up, you go off. It's like, I'm gonna have a good time. you can eat that floor pizza with dignity. And I'm like, don't use that word.
Yeah.
Don't say dignity. There's no dignity involved.
That's the funniest part. That's the funniest part about it. I almost like that.
There's no dignity involved. No one's ever had pizza and been like, that was quite dignified of me.
They're like, look at you fucking peasant eating pizza on the floor. I shall fold this cardboard to have it 1 foot above the floor.
Yeah.
You make me sick.
More like 3 inches.
You're scum.
If they want to impress me, make me a pizza box that turns into a fucking chair. Because I'd much rather just have a chair and eat on my lap than have this like thing an inch off the floor, but I'm lying down to make it table sized.
You want to impress me? Make me come. Make me come. Okay?
Just put like porn on the inside of the box. There should be like adult box options.
You want to impress me, Pizza Hut? Make me come.
Make a box
in
that
a
turns
dignified
into a
way,
pocket
please.
pussy.
Where's the dignity in that?
But the thing that I don't like about it is like I'm a big guy and I don't move well sometimes. I don't like the pizza being a game of Jenga now. We're like have this cardboard table and we're gonna put our cardboard on top of it. Like, when
I already eat at the counter.
When I was younger, I used to go near a cardboard and do this and knock it over. I got so much more breath now. My hands are so much bigger. The air that I make when my body moves, like if I sat down next to the cardboard table, if I like get down as close as my ass can get before I fall and I go, ugh, and like fall that last 3 inches, that gust of air that pops out under my flat ass knocks that pizza
But like, see,
table
this is
over.
the difference. You and me, we're not people who can sit on the floor. Like Donnie is the type of guy who probably crosses his legs and sits
For
down
sure.
on
This
the
guy
floor.
sits by the fire.
Yeah, like he can like move.
I prefer
like
to
that.
take a knee.
This guy goons on his knees.
Yeah, he goons
Like
on
he's
it.
like-
He
he's
takes
like,
a stand to it. Yeah, he's dignified. Yeah.
That's true.
Harley and I are not the type, like we don't sit on floors. We sit on couches and like stand while
Marble
we eat.
couches.
Or we stand on like and
We
eat in the
goon
kitchen.
upside down like
Yeah.
bats.
Okay, a couple of quick copper drops and we
I can't believe that we literally, with Copper Drop, we literally did it before Boomer Doom came out on the scene. Like we were doing it.
What's Boomer Doom?
The 2 Costco Jews,
Oh God.
the father and his spawn.
I just
The
found out those
father
guys
and
were
the
Jews in the
spawn.
funniest way. Someone's like,
What?
of course these guys are Jews, these scumbags. And I'm like, I have to say,
He used the R word also, that guy? I
I
almost replied to that tweet.
okay, because I
You saw
actually
it on Twitter? On Twitter, you saw
on
that?
Twitter I saw it, yeah, and I was like, and I know what's funny is the funniest thing about it is that the Costco guys I've actively avoided understanding why they're popular. I have refused to engage. I see it everywhere. It scrolls by my face constantly. Everyone's talking about these Costco guys. I don't know why they're popular. I couldn't tell you what's made them popular. All I know is they go to Costco and the word boom is involved, and there's like
That brain rot really hitting you with the phantom tax, eh? Baby Gronk shit, no doubt.
No doubt.
for sure.
Like that little brain rot corner of the internet that's going on is like a little bit for me to just see it going on. I'm glad they're having fun over there.
Yeah.
But I too have never watched a full.
Are
I've
you
watched-
opted out as well?
I watched a lot of the Costco ones that are on an AI channel that I follow,
Okay.
where they're like, we're Costco guys, of course. And then they like melt into like eggs
Okay. That's
on
cool.
like a real hyper realistic flesh
I get that.
layer
That's cool,
that's
yeah.
pulsating and it's gooping, and then it goes back to them and he's like, of course we're gonna, and then it gets all AI and weird again. But I saw that and I thought that tweet was so funny because they were like, oh, of course these insufferable R words are Jewish, and
I didn't understand why. What was
but
the
then he
point
was
of
like,
it?
but then he was like in the same breath, he was like, and this is it. This is how they've like snuck in to control the world. And I'm like, don't call them R's and say they control the world. So this makes the whole.
But what does it have to
thing-
do with being Costco guys? I don't know. That's the part.
Yeah,
Like,
where are
what's
we
he, what's
at?
he even? What's this person even talking about?
I think
didn't
he
get
was
it.
just like, oh, I hated them, and now I know why. I did.
That
probably.
that is some
Damn, eh?
real Twitter fucking cope. I don't know. What's
Twitter's
going on there.
crazy, bro.
Yeah,
I mean,
Yeah.
even friend of the show, Mudahar, bounced out of Twitter.
and I understand because I've been
Ordinary
getting.
Gamers.
I have been
Remember
getting
him?
served. Yeah,
Sam
I've been
Harris.
getting served a lot of like AI Indian slander videos.
Sam Harris left Twitter.
Yeah, a long time ago.
Oh,
Like months ago.
Yeah. So on Twitter, I noticed like during pandemic, it was very Asian hate. since Kanye, I think it's been very Jewish. And recently, especially like Canadian social media, the Indian hate is crazy. It's like really.
I'm not even asking for it. I'm just scrolling by and it's like.
No, I see it all the time.
It's just like some guy it's the craziest AI Indian hate I've ever seen. I was like, what is the point of this? Why is this being shown to me? I did not ask for this.
I've noticed it's a lot of Canadian accounts also. That
yes.
Dude,
I got love for the Indian community.
Yeah.
So I got my neighborhood. We chill out here. Sometimes they'll be outside and I'll stare at them for a long time since I look different from everyone on the street. And I see them and I stare at them because I want them to look at me and they feel me staring at them. And then they turn and I look and then I smile and it's a genuine smile and I wave. And then they'll wave back and I'm like, have a nice night. And I'm like, now they know. Now they know. I did have two interactions that happened the same day. As I walked by a woman, an Indian woman on the street, and she started talking to me in not English or French. And I can only assume it was like Hindi or Tamil or something. And she was fully talking to me and she was pointing at my dog and to me and she was saying this thing and she was serious for a second, but then she smiled and laughed. So I'm like trying to do my best. I'm like, oh, she's was sarcastic about something and now she's laughing. I'm like, laugh with her. I'm like, haha, he is crazy, you know? But she fully spoke to me and like we were like walking at the same pace for a minute there and she was fully speaking me a different language. And then I got to this part of the park that normally you can go into, but I guess it was locked. I saw it had a padlock on it and there was two Indian women there. They looked at me and they were pointing at the lock and they were speaking in full Hindi or Tamil to me. And I was like, oh, I don't know. And they're like asking the question and pointing at it. And I was like, oh, I don't know. And then I was curious, like because the whole neighborhood really is, do I give off the vibe that I would know? Like, was I particularly tanned at that moment? Was I passable? Have I ever been passably Indian?
No.
Your beard's a little too red, I think. Maybe.
I had a mustache.
I've had situations.
I had a mustache and sunglasses on.
I have had situations where I'm talking, like where Indian people are just speaking like Punjabi or Hindi straight at me. But the good thing is I have like a lot of Indian friends. So I was informed on how to refer to yourself as a white person. Mm-hmm. So just point to your chest and say Gora.
Gora.
I'm not fucking. I don't believe you, bro. Nice try.
No, he's right. He's right. I grew up.
Nah, dude, I ain't fucking.
I grew up a lot.
I'm straight, dude. I'm about to be like straight.
A lot of South Asians. And,
yeah. You say.
I've had a lot of slander thrown my way.
Yeah, but
and Hanji means yes.
I had a hat on. If they saw my hairline, they'd be like, "Oh yeah."
This woman sounds like she might have just been losing her mind on the street. And,
there was, but it was in the end, it was a total of 3 women, 2 encounters. 1 woman separate from the other 2, the one that were by the locked gate.
The truth is they were just speaking the only language they knew how to speak.
Yeah, and they're like, look at this big doofus walking with this tiny little dog. What an idiot.
And I have like my Crocs on and I'm like,
do you guys
hear what Pizza Hut's doing? They're making the box. Wait, now I'm Amir.
Our boys, our former boys, Black Label Bacon. Boys. They still are boys, that's true. There's a rumor that they're dropping. This is wild. They should have done this back when we were working with them. Mm-hmm. A Cinnamon Toast Crunch Cinnadust. Cinnadust, eh? They've been listening to Double Dust, haven't they? Cinnadust Black Label Bacon Limited Edition.
I'm actually going to hit my contact up about this.
We need this, right? This is interesting.
The big tall American boy.
That's our guy.
I'm actually going to hit him up because he looped me in a conversation recently.
Oh,
with
really?
Someone from there, yeah.
Oh, nice.
Just he sent us both like a bacon thing. But I hit them up because it's funny because when we first got the deal, I was there. They loved me in the room. They thought I was a goofball on the videos. They loved me in the room. My whole angle with it was when I was talking about
Minnesota,
bacon and stuff.
They would like you in Minnesota too.
When I was talking about bacon, I was like, not about the bacon soda, bacon vodka, bacon deodorant. I was like, all the bacon trends or bacon spice, which we've gotten into and stuff. I was like straight up just
Bacon
good
loop.
bacon. Just none of that shit. Just real deal bacon, good shit bacon. And they were like, yeah, hell yeah. But now they're like cinnamon toast crunch bacon.
I mean, it's not a big
anyways, we don't have
departure
to.
from
I'm just gonna make this for a video. Like, we don't have to wait for them to do it, you know?
Hell no.
Captain Crunch bacon. I mean, that's
Captain
like,
Crunch bacon could be chill.
Yeah, I think we did this for some reason.
Well, we did this with butter.
I think we did top down bacon, like back when it was hands and pads.
Oh, that's
days.
possible. We did do a
We
lot
did a
of
bunch
butters.
of bacons, like bacon.
And
ones.
we made a butter episode. We saw cookie butter.
I'm gonna
And
go through
we're
my hard
inspired,
drive.
so we made cinnamon toast crunch butter.
I'm gonna go through my hard drive.
The hard
throw one
drives
up.
didn't get destroyed here either. The whole basement got flooded out, but the hard drives were safe. Can't say it's thing. Everything else. Good thing my clubs are doing all right.
Yeah, I noticed you put a light in there to really highlight your golfing.
Yeah, people love it. People love it. They say I got the best clubs, the biggest clubs. They love my clubs.
Yeah, what's really sick is your insulation. If I'm being honest, like the decor you got going right now, I think you should keep it like that. Put a glass plate, or like
What, for the bottom couple of feet? Just
like the
have
bottom
it-
couple of feet. You should just put in like not glass because that's too easy to break.
Well,
but
in the
maybe
room over
fiberglass.
there,
Fiberglass,
I would love to have like confessional style, like partition type thing.
You should make a glory hole.
Shine like a light in from there, so it's casting upon the ground.
Yeah.
In a
Put like
particular
a fake,
manner.
put like a fake person in there, and people think you have someone hidden behind your walls all the time.
I should get standees. You know, some creators, they have like standees of like you get a Mr. Beast standee and just be like, oh, who?
You're
Donaldson?
hitting the E so hard there.
Standee?
Yeah, it's just
Hey,
like-
standee.
it's just a standee, isn't it?
Standee?
You're like,
It's a
standee. Why don't you stand these nuts, bro?
I can't stand these nuts.
Oh,
Yeah. But anyways,
what
listen,
happened
guys.
to my camera? What the fuck?
You're an idiot. Thanks for holding it down, though. You did. You really did. Lynch, you did all right, too. Not going to lie. You all right. Hey, and you guys listening, head over to the subreddit. We do we do be interacting.
Yeah,
It's
we
crazy.
do.
We do.
We do.
I might start posting there because I sent stuff in our group chat for us that's related to the podcast. Like I sent like a
if you put it there, if you put all that stuff there, you would cultivate quite the community for us.
I should, right? Because I sent that Heinz.
You should, but I know you're
bleach-
scared.
the
I know
bleach thing.
you're scared.
I'm scared of it. Scared of what?
Bleed. You're just
Bleed,
scared,
yeah,
you're
that
scared of the
bleed.
audience that they're going to get you and you're going to get doxxed, bro.
What
I'm
about
already doxxed.
what about that guy I want to hire to write our jingle?
I
Y'all
couldn't
saw that.
access that.
I saw him now. His followers were so high that I was like, I don't think we're in the price range for that. Pal.
Right.
Unless you
I
wanna
wasn't
donate,
expecting
unless
that.
you want to donate all the money that you might make this year.
At this
Making
job,
that.
you can have all the money I've made so far.
Careful, bro. Some other
Yeah.
people made that deal with me, and then they were the ones that got phantom taxed, baby Gronk.
All right, continue the sign
All
off.
Yeah. Anyways, peace, guys. I love you. Trust no one except us.